Good morning, Levi family. I'm doing a quick live this morning for the Levi family. I love you guys. I want to say blessings, Shabbat Shalom. Hope you guys having a great morning. I'm gonna hit y'all up early. I just got up early because I'm grinding. Yes, I'm grinding. I'm grinding for my babies, grinding for my bills, and grinding for the butterfly release. So I'll be working a lot for the next couple of weeks, and also pray for me. Just pray for me. So matters of the heart. I just wanted to share this with you guys. Now I know it's mess that's going down on YouTube, and it'll be like, oh, the perfect opportunity for me to come out and vindicate myself. You guys have seen the videos that I put out already. Um, I spoke my piece plenty of times, and I'm so grateful that you know like the pieces to the puzzle has come out, and now everybody see that really I wasn't the bad guy, like whatever. But I was talking to my favorite resident, and she was like, you vindicated, like, why you basically why I sound like that, why don't I sound happy? And I'm not the one that just want to be correct. I have been talked about, lied about all my life. Things I have said, been taken and manipulated. I grew up in that. That's why God made me so strong. I always been the black sheep of the family, or what can I say, the scapegoat of the family, where when I call out the stuff, the people try to ignore it until it blow up so much in their face that they can't ignore it, and then everybody look like quiet, like, okay, she was right. Okay. So I'm used to that. But my thing is this. There's two factors to this. The first factor is not only the tone that it was given towards me and my channel, and how hard it has been for me to continue to push through. Keep this in consideration. You got the people in the background, like that person who now y'all know, who was very manipulative, acting nice, manipulating people into believing other people, making them uncomfortable. And I told you people were uncomfortable to do interviews on my or come on my platform. That person should tell you why, because he just popped up on my live the other day, and at this point I don't even want to acknowledge people because I just felt like y'all treated me so wrong. I mean, I'm trying not to hold that, but it was just so wrong. So even people like that, like residents, knew what they went through and kept their mouth closed. It bothers me because I had to push through the algorithm, just keep on, while people will look at my content and they will still have this bitter heart towards me for no reason. So what has made my platform suffer is because people will look at the content and still have this thing in the back of their mind, like, she's suspect, she did this to Jedediah, she's this, she's that, and they'll just click off my video, never listen to the substance, and that created a issue, meaning that when you do that to people video, that's telling the algorithm that you don't like them. So just coming in, just looking and jumping out, what was making the algorithm not push my video through, because in the back of the audience mind, they like, oh, she's suspect, she just want attention, she just want this, because of the tone that Missy was setting and some of the things that were not being said by Jedediah, some of the things that was not being said. So now that it's being said, now I'm getting, you were right, I always knew it, this, that, and that. And there was some people that always saw it. They always was like, yo, she's suspect. Levi, just keep pushing. And I love you guys because y'all been there. But that harmed me. That harmed my platform. And it bothered me because my main thing too was not only to get the word out for people to be independent, but to help Kara get justice. So all of that back tone that was against me, and also that the story of Alexis was, so underrated, where people didn't want to touch it, didn't want to say anything. I was fighting two big hurdles. Was the tone that people put on me, and that I was whatever, a troublemaker, a wannabe, or whatever it may be, a liar or whatever. And then I have this big obstacle that I'm trying to fight and get Alexa's story out there. The good thing that I'm going to have to give myself credit for is that no matter what, I think I was still able to help change the tone of the Alexis story and get you guys to see that it was lies behind it, that it was more things behind it. That was my main thing. So why I was hurt to, you know, I told my favorite president and my son this one. He like, you still hurt though. You got vindication. Why I'm hurt? Because it took away from the fight. All of this took away from the fight. Like, even if me and Jedediah would have really got together, like really, like if people would have been able to see everybody different and everybody's strength instead of trying to be egocentric. Because this is another reason why I had bit my tongue to come out. At the end of his video, he said, oh, well, Grace basically said, she came to me and said that I was like, she saw what happened. I did. Once I saw that, I saw SP were really trying to take his position. I was like, oh, this is taking his contest, taking, oh, now I see. Like, it's really hit me. I did hit him up, like, yo, this is what it is. But the reason is more reasons why I didn't want to come out and have it in the public platform anymore. Because again, I'm a truth teller. I don't hold my punches for nobody or nothing. So it's more things in here that I can still state that will make people uncomfortable. So with that goes to say, it was a reason why I say, no, I'm not going to do it in the public with you. Let me fall back and watch and see your intentions. I wanted to see everybody's intentions. That's why I just kept moving by myself. That's why I said, no, if you want to listen, Jed, if you really want to listen to the words I'm saying, why I said no on certain things that we talked about, since you said I should have just came in the public and to say this, is because there's other things that still needed to be dealt with. There was still character flaws that I needed to evaluate, because y'all put a bunch of character flaws on me that wasn't true, but there was truly character flaws in right in front of people that nobody wanted to address. So I said, let me fall back and see if this person is actually genuine, actually their own person, actually not being led by everything around them and can make decisions themselves. That's who I like to deal with. So I said, let me fall back, because there's a lot of taintedness in this. And when you have a bunch of people in your ear telling you this, telling you that about people, you're never going to be able to distinguish their full character. That's why I said no. That's why, if you want to understand why I said no, let me do. There's still other things in the background that I know went down that I feel very uncomfortable with, that really hurts my feelings, and I think you know it, that still need to be addressed as well if we really want to talk about this stuff. With her, like I said, I'm glad that it came out, the truth of what she is and who she is, but then it says a lot. It says a lot about the situation, because people around Dolton and within the administration embraced her. So that's telling me that people still don't know how to discern character. You embrace that. You couldn't see that this person was a snake. And that's what makes me different from everybody, because I can feel it, smell it, breathe it. It's literally within my ancestry DNA for me to smell demonic forces. So when I bring that out, and then I'm looking at y'all and y'all literally dealing with it, bringing that person in your organization, making her part of it, and allowing her to sing at your special event, it made me see that it's still a mental block there. That's why I'm still hurt. That's why I still feel away, because I said it's still a mental block, because look how far she got with the bullshit. And me just being the same person who I am could not even get people to see, like, yo, this ain't shit but real here. There ain't nothing but this is my intentions. So you got those twofold factors that I had to go through, with me being me redefined, me trying to help turn the tone on Lexi thing, and all that stuff in the background that was really going on. It really harmed my page. I had to block like 40 black women. 40 black women. You know how hurtful that was when it happened with me and Jedediah? Like 40 black women came banging on me. You this, you that, you that. Yo, disgusting. That's why I said the audience members need to sit back and look at who the hell you are too. Because y'all said some fucked up shit to me, and y'all black women, that's why I told y'all black women do get the low end of it no matter what. That's why y'all was so ready to go in on Tiffany so hard, and then you got Clark over there doing the same shit and people quiet. Because y'all ready to disembowel black women. You got black men who doing shady shit, and no matter what they do, y'all still love and embrace them. Me, I could say something in a tone or mispronunciate something. Oh, that's not how you say it. And I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person. Not to y'all. You can look at everybody else and understand where they came from and their history. Me is nothing. Oh, you pronunciate this wrong. Oh, you did this wrong. All y'all look for was flaws in me. All y'all look for was flaws in black women. And y'all should be ashamed of yourself. That's really what I want to say. That's really the talk that I need to give y'all. You should be ashamed of yourself. The audience create the tone of YouTube. And that's why they push the fucking mess. I can't, I could have got, me and Jedediah could have got so far because I'm different. I'm an insider, researcher. I'm an analysis. I put pieces together. That he's outside, he's doing this, he got his connection. That's what they did not want. And they succeeded. And y'all allowed it. And also, I have to say this one person, Money Boy Trey, you talking about apologize. You was the nastiest black man out there towards me. Disgusting. And I still remember that. That's why I blocked you and didn't want to have nothing to do with you because you was ignorant. You didn't know what the fuck you was talking about. Yes, I still feel away. My feelings still hurt because it should not have happened like that. We could have got so much further with the Dolton thing if we was able to unite. But because there was no spiritual discernment, y'all allowed her and other people to come and sabotage shit. That's why I'm still hurting. That's why I said, let me fall back and just keep praying. Keep praying for a breakthrough. Yo, that day when all that shit happened with them, and I did not know none of this because I have not paid attention. Y'all see, I stay focused. No matter how much I felt, I stay focused on the deep dive, stay bringing y'all the facts, no matter what I don't pronunciate right, because that's another thing. Like I said, I feel away because y'all really don't understand I'm from Newark. Y'all really don't understand that I had to fight dyslexia and teach myself by myself. Y'all really don't understand I had no one really to guide me but God and my grandparents that made me who I am. And you stay trying to say, whoa, do this and do this. When you don't even have a platform, you're not going out putting yourself on the rim. And this shit out here could cause death. That's why I moved the way I moved when I went to Dolton so quietly and secretly, because I know how fucking corrupt that shit was. Me as a black woman go out there by myself. If they was quick to blow Alexis' head off, why the fuck they wouldn't blow my head off? I ain't nothing to them. And y'all fueled it. Y'all didn't protect me not one fucking bit. That's why I still feel away. Even though I'm feeling vindicated, I need my retribution. My retribution is for God to allow this thing to push through with Alexis, because that's all I really care about, is that Dolton residents get some retribution. Officer Carlton, get the hell out of there. Andrew Holmes, get the hell out of there. Stan, get the hell out of there. I guess once I got my mind set on something, my heart is in Dolton. So I'm going to be there to the end, like I said, and get whatever I can get done or whatever. But I like I said, these things need to be set. There was money collected for Alexis that she never got. She never got. And that person know it. And it's hard because mom still bring it up to me to this day. And I be like, yo, just leave that alone. And it bothers her because motherfuckers looking like superstars and they still can't hear nothing about that person in a bad light or the truth. That's why I did not come out and really say everything I wanted to say, because at the end of the day, when I still speak my truth, if it's not the truth that y'all want to hear, you're going to treat me like shit. You're still going to do the same thing. Y'all try to destroy my platform. And all it was for other people. So I put pictures of me and my kids up once in a blue moon because I want to feel a little bit of love. The fuck? Is that wrong? No. But you probably talk about me like shit like that. That's why I still feel a little hurt. So I'm going to pray. But that day where all that stuff was happening, God don't like his babies crying. I cried. I was talking to my son. I've been fasting on and off because I'm like, breakthrough. That's the only way I know how to connect with God is to pray and fast. That's the only how I know how to connect with Abba, my Father, my Savior, the only person that's been there. And I was doing that, and then I was like, yo, I got to work out because I got such frustration. And I'm crying, and I'm arguing with God. And, I asked him to forgive me. But I'm like, how do these people that I know got all these shortcomings, that I know moving in wicked, they just moving and people okay with it? I say, yo, these motherfuckers laughing because my platform ain't doing shit. And all I'm trying to do is inform, and I love what I do. You're making it hard for me. And this is me arguing with God. And bam, that is the same day that they came out and they exposed each other. Now, just came out like diarrhea. That's God. That's God. So, anyway, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I said a mouthful. Say what y'all. This is my ending to that. This is my icing on the cake. Cause I've been saying this. And everything I said is consistent. I didn't lie. I don't have to lie. I'm not losing or winning. I don't make $1 million. I never got a $2,000 check. Only check I got from YouTube was literally no more than $175. And I still make a donation to Carver every month. Broke as fuck. And niggas sitting up there could raise all that money for nonsense, but I can't even raise $5 for her. Cause I'm such the object of affliction in y'all fucking heart for nothing. That's why I still feel a weight in my heart. I need recompense. We need recompense for the people who've been fighting in the background for good and getting shitted on. That's why I still feel a way. And if you didn't understand, sir, that's why I didn't come out and finish say what I wanted to say. I wanted to see who you were. And then at the end of the day, you still chose to mess with them. You still was trying to be cool with her. And the bitch was a snake. That's why I was like, fuck it, I'm done. There's nothing I could do with you. Because you still trying to connect with these motherfuckers who are questionable. So that's why I said I'm going to wait and see what time you on. I wanted you to see who the fuck you were. And this is a Jedediah. I want to see who you were as a man by yourself, standing on your own, like how I do, with nobody whispering in my ear, going to investigate other people and telling me their perspective, and you doing your review and seeing Grace Levi is a good person. Let me go and really mince this correctly. And you never did. And I don't understand if you expected me to apologize when it's really not for me to apologize. Because from the beginning, you guys were, and I know you said it was her talking bad, but you allowed it. You allowed it. And then what made it worse was if you really fucked with me and you wanted me to be a co-host with you, and I was excited she was gonna be good. It was gonna be good because I know we could function together. Fuck what she was saying. The shit was gonna be good. The audience knew it and everything. But at that time where she faked, or whatever y'all said, you said that you thought she was working for me even though she wasn't, and it was just like just on a humble, my fucking phone went dead. I needed help. I do everything myself. And I was helping Carver and helping them set up shit. I was trying my fucking best. So at that time when she allegedly did that, that was the time for you to say, okay, cool, you met Grace and you like her. If she was saying all this bad shit about me in the background, that was your time to say, okay, cool, you see? Ain't nothing wrong with her. But that's what made me go the route I went, because you were questioning her working for me, and it was a bunch of bullshit. It was unnecessary shit. So it made her story real, that you didn't like me, that you were being weird. That's what made her story real. That's why I came like, no, I believe her. And then all of what she was going through. She was going through stuff. And it was sad that, one thing I'm going to say, or y'all live, which I said, I ain't never hear about her mother having, with her mother basically needing a, transplant. I think that was wrong for y'all to say. That's why I knew that. And that's why I was hurt too, because she would disclose these things to me, and I thought I really built a friendship with her. So that's why I never disclosed to you. And I really thought that, she was going through the struggle. Her mother's sick. She got bills to pay. He ain't do what he's supposed to do or whatever. That's the respect that I was coming from. But her mother really was sick. That's why I fell back. Because I didn't want to bring so much of that bullshit. And I definitely didn't want to bring her mother shit into it. But y'all brung it up. And I do want to say that that's not a lie. That I do believe her mother was sick and her mother went through a liver transplant, because I was talking to her and we talked about the hospital course a little bit, what was going on and how she was on the doctor's asses. So that was real life. We were all going through real stuff. And that's what really bothers me about SP. You weird as fuck. You were going through bad stuff in your life and you decided to be just a snake in the background. How the fuck was you going through bad stuff and allegedly praying for a good outcome, but you was being weird to everybody in the background trying to be the top person, Dolton star? That is crazy. That's why I was confused. I'm like, no, she going through a lot. She a mother. She this, she that. No way that this is real. That's why it took me a while to realize what the fuck she was doing, because I was like, no way anybody in their right mind will fucking do this. Knowing the circumstances you were in, you were struggling just like all of us. It didn't make no fucking sense. This is the icing on the cake. This is the so you can see a little bit more if y'all wanted to see. Just don't make no damn sense. So I'm glad I got that off my chest, because now I can do my Sabbath. I can just get into the word right now. I'm about to give my baby girl some balloons and just try to have her enjoy her birthday, whatever I could do. Because like I told y'all, my situation, the whole situation, they transition. Everybody transitioning. $2 to my motherfucking name. And gotta prioritize making a video that don't fucking hit. Cause motherfuckers wanna hate on me, excuse my language, God, it's Sabbath. Either making a decision, making a video that's not gonna hit, something that I like to do, something that I think that people really need to really focus on, don't get money for it, or go work for a fucking system that's trying to set the goddamn life out of me. Wow. Y'all in the background try to sabotage me. Right. Do I have the right? That's what y'all do to black women. Stop it. Stop it. So all those black women that I had to block, today I'm going to unblock all you Jedediah crazy ass women. And I want to see what the fuck y'all saying now. At least 40 of y'all, 40 fucking black women and Money Boy Trey, I had to block. Because y'all was so nasty trying to sabotage me. I said enough? Did I say enough? Did I tell, does this not sound like the truth? Does not sound like the same Grace Levi y'all met from day one? I never changed a tone or a beat. It would have been fucking perfect. We would have made a great ass team. We would have kicked ass. Straight. And I still had love for Jedediah, and I still do. I just fell back because I needed to know who you were as you stand alone as a man, without people telling you who the fuck other people are, and you still let them do it. That's why I said no to when you said ask me what you asked me, and I said no because of other stuff. And if you want to know why, I'll tell you that in the background. And that's why I said I'll just do it by myself or whatever and see what happened. It was more. So we can talk, and I won't air it all out because I'm not. It's enough. So if you want to know, because at the end of your video, you still said that. And I'm like, damn, y'all just, come on. Okay, you vindicated what I said, but you still trying to make the audience think I'm on some bullshit. You still throwing out bullshit. And it's not me. You're not going to do that. Y'all not going to do that no more. You're not going to do that. So anyway, I love you guys. Y'all have a great Sabbath. And that's it. My next video will probably be next week. You know, I'm just going to kick ass, take care of what I got to take care of. People struggling. People struggling. Y'all just don't know. On and off YouTube. And y'all just pretending it ain't fucking happening. Telling you, I could tell y'all so much, how much sacrifice I've been making for people who compromise, people who hate us. People, I just bend my fucking back over. And I just pray to the day that I meet Abba, that I get my, he just be like, girl, you ain't going to hell. I know you was talking a lot of stuff, but you did good. That's all I want at the end. For God to just accept me. So anyway, that was my words to you guys. I love you guys. Have a great day. And yeah, in a couple of weeks, this probably be on share only, because that video that I did on SP and Minion, I had it on share only. I just took it off to let y'all see what they said and what I said matched up like a puzzle piece. I just took it off of share only so y'all could see that as well. I gotta stop crying. I'm over here crying. See, and that's the thing. It's okay, because when God hear his daughter crying, more recompense is gonna come. It's okay. More is gonna come, y'all. This is the 8 ball. more is going to come. More is going to reveal itself. Because these people can't hold their mouth because the spirits that they are worshiping wants them to destroy themselves. That person who thought that they was worshiping a deity that was stronger than whatever, and you say that you pray when you pray to your God, shit get done. You know what you say, and I was like, girl, your God, you wish death. Yeah, you remember saying that, guy? You're getting your recompense because the deity that you're working for wants to destroy everything. And you thought that deity was helping you. You thought that Ifa shit was helping you. You thought that, you thought that African spirituality was helping you, girl. It made you go mental. That's why you say, oh, my mental. No matter what I go through, if you see me cry, this is my... And then I move the fuck on. I ain't holding no grudges. I ain't about to this. I ain't plotting it to hurt nobody. But that's what you do because you're the spiritual deity that you're worshiping makes you have those wicked ass thoughts so you could destroy yourself. So you thought that you was going to destroy me, Jedediah, and everybody, but that spirit got you destroying yourself, and it's more to come. So I'm praying for you. I'm praying for good for you. And you're very lucky. You're very lucky that your background didn't fall the fuck apart because of all of the bad shit you was doing in the background of Dolton, ma'am. You better be glad that God didn't wipe the foundations from behind you, under you, because you were barely fucking surviving while you was destroying everybody else, girl. You lucky. Or maybe he's still waiting. You better repent. And it's not even on, it's not to me. You don't need to apologize to me. You don't never, but you better repent to God because he saw what you did. And you got a lot on ground that's not fucking solid. I promise you. So I'm going to leave it like that. Love you guys. Have a great Sabbath.